Hello again, dreamer. Welcome back to Soft Thoughts. Take a breath. Release a little of the weight you've been carrying. And let your heart find a gentler rhythm for a moment. Tonight, I want to ask you something tender. What if letting go wasn't losing them, but finally returning to yourself? Sometimes the hardest goodbyes are the ones we don't speak out loud. The ones we drag out in our minds. Because a part of us is still hoping the story might change in the final chapter. You might still replay the moments, the conversations, the almosts and the what ifs, as if holding on to the memory could somehow bring back the person. But holding on doesn't preserve anything. It only ties you to a version of yourself that was trying so hard to be enough. Maybe you stayed longer than you should have, hoping they would finally see your softness. Maybe you tried to be quieter, more patient, less too much, thinking love would come easier that way. Maybe you convinced yourself that losing them would feel like losing a part of your own worth. But dreamer, you were never meant to shrink to be held. You were never meant to bend yourself into silence just to be chosen. Letting go hurts, not because the person was perfect, but because you invested parts of yourself you're still learning to reclaim. It feels like losing them. But the truth is, it is the slow return to who you were before you started carrying the weight of proving your value. Maybe you're still wondering if there was something else you could have done, some better version of yourself you could have offered. But love built on self-erasure is not love you were meant to keep. Letting go is not a sign that you failed. It's a sign that the story has reached the place where your heart needs room to grow again. And growth can feel lonely. It can feel like standing in an empty field where something once bloomed beautifully. But emptiness is not a punishment. It is space. Space for air. Space for clarity. Space where your own roots can deepen again. Maybe the love you gave them is the love you now need to learn to give yourself. Maybe returning to yourself means relearning the sound of your own voice after being quiet for so long. Maybe it means allowing the ache to exist without letting it define you. You are allowed to miss them and still know you're better off without the version of you who needed to be smaller to be loved. You are allowed to grieve what could have been without holding yourself hostage to it. And when you finally loosen your grip, softly, little by little, you might notice something unexpected. Your heart begins to breathe again. Not because they're gone, but because you are no longer abandoning yourself to keep them close. So tonight, dreamer, let this settle gently into your chest. You are not empty. You are rediscovering yourself. You are not broken. You are becoming whole again. Sleep well, dreamer. Let your heart rest. You are on your way home to yourself.